We're talking bone-in versus boneless steak. I have 2 beef hindquarters. We're gonna break the loin off of each quarter, and we're gonna cut porterhouse T-bone on the first one, all bone-in, and we're gonna cut boneless sirloin, fillet, and strip on the second. So let's get started. There's the first one. There's your porterhouse. Next up are T-bones. Now let's do some trimming. On to the porterhouse. Just prettying these steaks up by using our scraper. Bone-in loin's done. Now let's do the boneless version. So there's the whole tenderloin. Sirloin broke off there. Now we have whole tenderloin, sirloin, and the strip loin. Start by taking this hip bone out of this. Just want to remove a little bit of this outside cover fat. So there's the sirloin. Let's trim this whole tenderloin. Removing this gristle. We're going to peel the side muscle off of here, and then we'll remove the silver skin. Try not to get too much of that fillet muscle in there. So there's the tenderloin, there's the sirloin. Strip loin. You can go through and remove each one of these bones, remove the remaining portion of the back of this vertebrae. Now we go back through and remove all these little individual bone pieces. I want to trim just a little bit of this tail off of here, cut some of this fat off this back before I start cutting steaks. We're going to start with the boneless sirloin. Now on to that strip loin. Next up, those fillets. So boneless sirloin, strip, and filet mignon. Okay, now I'm going to grab the steak and put it where it belongs on the bone-in portion. There's your first porterhouse, a strip filet.
What's the difference between porterhouse and T-bone?
The porterhouse has a larger portion of the filet. So anything down to 1 1/4 inches in diameter is considered a porterhouse. So 1.25 and larger porterhouse, anything smaller than that, it's a T-bone. Now that the cutting portion's done, you can see bone-in versus boneless. The only thing left to do is to grab porterhouse, strip, fillet, T-bone, a boneless sirloin, and a fillet, and head to the grill.
We're gonna season them up with our bold seasoning, get them over the fire, and find out what, if any, difference do we like about bone-in versus boneless. Onto the flame.
We're gonna cut up the T-bone, then the porterhouse, then the fillet, then the strip, then the sirloin. Starting with the T-bone. Now I'll do the same with the porterhouse. So there's just the fillet. Here's the strip. This is the sirloin. Go with a little bit of that strip steak.
That's
very
beautiful. Then over here on the porterhouse, of course, it would have that same gristle strip there. That's good.
It's great.
Blindfolded and somebody hand that to you, this versus that, and said which one had the bone on it, you wouldn't know.
This is juicier than this one. We want to know in the comments, which do you prefer?